is finally time to finish up our favorite project yet. Big Mike, a lifted monster truck cozy coupe that we built in the wintertime, but we didn't really get a good chance to test him out, so we're taking him to the Oregon Dunes. But before we do that, we have to add front brakes, weld up the roll cage, throw on a fresh coat of paint, tune the engine up to make this guy super reliable and indestructible. Let's move him into the shop and finish this project.
Oh, I'm so happy to see this guy back in the shop, dude.
He's a good-looking guy. I'm excited to drive him again.
There's two main things that we really need to work on before we go to the dunes. That's the front brakes and the engine. This thing's never had good brakes, and it's really uninspiring to drive this thing at like 40 miles an hour with no brakes. Pretty jank. So we're gonna work on those first, and then we're gonna tune the engine because it goes like 45 miles an hour right now, but I really think we could hit 60 if we tune the carb and make sure there's no vacuum leaks. The really cool thing about Big Mike is we designed him with a blaster front end. So that means he has front brakes, they're just not set up yet. And we've already got all the parts we need to make this happen. So we're just gonna connect to the front brakes, route it through Big Mike, and then probably just connect it to the rear brake setup, bleed the rear brake setup, and then we'll have brakes all around, which will be very premium. Our brakes are installed. Let's start this thing up. It's been a couple of months, but hopefully this time it has brakes. Is it gonna start first pull, dude?
Hopefully.
I forgot how bad that belt screeches. I think we got to tune the brakes in a little bit, but we'll do one more run. We'll tighten them up a little bit, do one more run. I think they're gonna work nicely. Yeah, we had those adjusted pretty loose, so
Yeah.
I feel like if we adjust them a little tighter, go for another run. They work, they just don't work instantly. That's pretty good. We gotta figure out why that belt is screeching so much. But other than that, yeah, those brakes, pretty good. Pretty good for Big Mike.
I think good enough.
Good enough. The next thing that needs our attention is this carburetor. It leaks like crazy. So I'm thinking the float bowl needs adjustment, and then we're just gonna clean everything else up there because I think there's some bad gas in here. It has been sitting for a while, and hopefully that fixes it. Oh, look at the junk in there.
Yeah.
I'm glad we opened this up. There definitely needs to be a cleaning. So our float bowl is plastic, which makes adjusting, I think, pretty much impossible, but I'm gonna try to adjust it just slightly so it floats a little lower in that carburetor and hopefully doesn't leak gas everywhere. That's going.
Is it?
Yeah. Got a nice little bend. You can't see it, but
No.
got a nice little bend.
Okay.
Now that the carburetor's all cleaned up, we have to address another problem with our intake system, which is this giant crack. It goes all the way around. So we're just gonna pull this off, silicone it up, and then while we're waiting for it to dry, we can start welding the frame together. We don't have any paper towels. That's all right.
I heard that stuff tastes pretty good, so
Yeah.
it's like a snack.
The last structural thing we need to do is weld up the entire frame, and we need to take this bar and go from this strut tower to this strut tower, because I could see this whole situation up here kind of bending in on a jump at the dunes.
Think you can tip it?
I think so. Ah,
Uh-oh. Wait, maybe that's nice.
that's nice. Tip it up on the trash can. We can weld the whole bottom.
Yeah.
Shoo! Weld it up, paint it up,
She'll be good to go.
slap the car back on. We got brakes, and then we go to Oregon. It's time for paint, and conveniently the power just went out. I know, right? But we've got these lights set up here, here, and over there. We're gonna get this thing painted tonight.
It's gonna work well.
It looks so nice.
It looks like we got a little paint studio going on here.
Dylan, what do you think the odds are that Big Mike is not going to survive this trip?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen the place. Haven't seen pictures really. I'm kind of scared, especially after this morning. Sitting here pulling. I don't know. We'll see.
We got Big Mike unloaded. We're at the dunes. It's time to see if this thing's actually gonna drive in the sand. We really don't know. We built it, we tested it once, and it was really fun. We've improved it. It runs now. So let's get out there and see what this thing can do.
Did we fix the problem?
I think so.
It's fine, we're putting in the work.
It just needs a little love, you know? I don't know.
Come on, Dylan, it's a lawnmower. It's a lawnmower.
Dude. She wants to go.
Dude, Dude, that is insane. I think we need a helmet. This thing feels very unsafe, but she rips.
All right, before we go testing Big Mike out anymore, we got to tell you about today's sponsor, Onyx Off-Road. We've been using Onyx Off-Road for all of our crazy adventures, and this one is no exception. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, they'll help you find the best trails to make your adventure the best it can be. Onyx Off-Road's team of coast-to-coast guides have put together guide trails that include descriptions, photos, and difficulty ratings to help you plan before you go. Or if you're feeling daring, hit the Discover tab and start exploring. If you're going somewhere like this where you know you're not gonna have cell service, Onyx has you covered with the ability to download offline maps. So no matter where you are, you'll know where you are. If you want more out of Onyx, they have an elite membership that gives you access to private land information and recent imagery that is refreshed every 2 weeks in the United States. That will help you plan for your perfect adventure. If you guys want to try out Onyx Off-Road, use the link in the description and use code BUM to get 20% off. We highly advise that you guys go check out Onyx. Now let's go see what this thing does. What happened?
Tried to do the hill climb, and I think our clutch is like not adjusted at all. It's very incorrect. I think our tune on the carburetor definitely is an amateur one. But this thing's a blast. It's conquering everything. We have no low end power, so it's really hard to hit jumps and stuff, but we're gonna tune everything up and hopefully get a little bit more low end power.
Big Mike was functioning better than we could have ever imagined, but he was lacking in low-end power, and this is way more noticeable in the sand. So before we took it for another rip, I decided to fiddle with the engine, adjust the carburetor, and move our clutch a little bit closer so we could possibly get a little more power.
Out here for hours.
That was crazy.
That is super crazy. For some reason it just died. I think I tuned it a little wrong and never wanted to start again, but looks like it's going. All right, I have had a ton of fun driving this thing. We did tune it up a little bit, so I want to see what Taylor's opinion is.
Finally my turn.
Give it a rip,
I'm gonna
dude.
slap this thing on. You're gonna have to start me up.
Hopefully it starts back up. We have been having some problems with it starting because I think the carb is not meant for this engine. So it's been a little iffy, but now we can go full throttle and we should be able to do some crazy spinner wheelies.
Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh yeah.
What did you think?
Holy cow, dude. What the hell? This is so fast.
It might be one of my favorite things we've built.
It's definitely the most capable, and it's like the most homemade.
I mean, this is pretty much completely homemade.
Yeah, it's throwing everything I have at it. It's fine. I think I just went like 60 miles an hour.
It's a little scary when you come up over a ledge and you're like,
A
oh
little
my
bit,
gosh.
but on the beach, it's so nice. And it's smooth. Over there, a little bumpy, but this thing is so capable, I'm amazed. Me and Will have driven Big Mike a ton already, but Dylan has not. So it's his turn to give it a try. What do you think? Are you scared?
I'm scared. My legs are gonna hit the steering wheel every time I go to brake or press the gas.
I think you should be a little bit scared. Be careful with turning it. I don't know if it's possible to flip this. There you go.
Great.
I think he'll do just fine. He'll do fine, right?
Totally.
Just ease into it. He's very smiley and happy, but he could probably also kill you.
He's having way too much fun. It's so premium. We aired down the tires a little bit. Big Mike's ripping now.
Damn. It rocks your head a little bit. It doesn't seem as tippy as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
It's actually really nice.
That's what's scary about it, though. It
Yeah.
feels so solid, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's not.
Yeah, I could definitely, that's kind of dangerous because it's so fun, but it is a craft, so.
You get a little overconfident, I think.
Yeah.
It feels super planted, but I do think it could probably tip. I don't know.
1 out of 10.
Oh, dude, like an 8.
An 8 out
It's
of
so
10?
fun.
That's pretty good.
You can go pretty fast as you want, really.
Yeah.
On this sand, but yeah, it's a blast.
It's safe to say that Big Mike was operating at a level that no other bum machine has ever operated at. And my confidence was through the roof. So there was one more thing that I had to do before we left the dunes and headed back home.
You okay?
Yep, I'm fine. Maybe it was too much of a kicker.
Dude.
I can't not believe that. That was awesome. I knew the minute I left the ground, I was like, this will not end good for me.
Dude, that roll cage works so well.
It saved my life. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Golly, that was nice. I got some air.
You were in the sky.
Let's tip this thing back over.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Big Mike might be a little damaged.
yeah, I think so.
Think?
Yeah, it got dirt in it. Dude, that was crazy.
First wreck in Big Mike.
Oh,
There's sand.
the car blew off and is now sand straight in there.
Oh. Oh, it broke.
Yeah,
It didn't break.
It didn't?
just popped off.
Oh, okay. Oh.
there's a lot of sand in there.
Oh man. We might have to take the head off for that one. Holy cow. That was insane. I'm so glad we have a roll cage, dude, and a helmet.
Yeah.
Everyone's always telling us about safety. That's one of those safety situations. Now the real problem here is we're in the middle of the dunes. We have sand on our engine, and we're probably like 4 miles away from the car, so we gotta figure out how to get Big Mike back.
That was pretty easy. There's a lot of nice people out here.
We're getting towed. Big Mike, double thumbs up.
Nobody cared about Big Mike before he hit the big jump. Now everyone wants a picture of it.
I know.
This is one of those trips you never forget. An epic project and an epic location. That's it for this video, and don't worry about Big Mike. He's getting some serious upgrades when we get home. If you like this build, consider subscribing and leaving a like. It supports the channel and helps us build more projects like Big Mike and share epic adventures like this.